I have never caught no backlash for that because I played in all the inner city leagues always. I never ducked no league, Powell Center leagues, Warning, all
Mm.
that. I played in all that, and I'm killing it in all that. You know what I'm saying? So anybody you know that's my era, my age, they can vouch for that.
Just touched down, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode, hop in mode. Just touched down, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode, hop in mode.
Yo. I got my little brother Flavien Davis on the Barcode Podcast. What's going on, bro?
What it do, big bro?
Man, my dog, man. And not to mention, bro, I got 2009 state champ at Wisconsin Lutheran High School. I got first team all conference. I got first team all state. I got conference player of the year 2009 and 10. I got Sanjat JUCO alumni and Montana State alumni. My boy Flavien Davis. Welcome to the Barcode Podcast, baby.
What it do? Appreciate it, man. It's a privilege being on here, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate that a lot. You know that. But man, listen, how many brothers you got? I know you it's Chuck. Who else? Are you the youngest of the brothers?
So I got a younger brother. I'm the second youngest, my little brother Kamari, but it's six of us total. You know what I'm saying? It's six of us total. Yeah, my dad got two kids. You know, we all together. You know what I'm saying? It's Pre. Then I got a brother named Pears, that's second oldest.
Yeah.
Then I got a brother named Channy, that's the third. Then it's Chuck A. Then it's me. Then it's my little brother Kamari. Yeah,
That's a blessing, bro. And
yeah.
yeah, and I know all y'all play basketball. So the question I'm gonna ask you, because your brothers were good, shout out to my boys, man. I know all of them except for was the third oldest, I believe, or second. One of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
second.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
You
tell me
gotta
about
be close. You gotta be close to know him.
yeah, on what though?
Yeah. You gotta be close to know him. But that's it's all love. That's bro. So
Yeah. So I want to ask you though, how was them basketball battles, man? You weren't the youngest brother, but you were the younger brother. How was them basketball battles against Chuck and Pre? Or who's coming out up top, man?
yeah. So I played a lot with really Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Pre 7 years, like 7.5 years older than me. So I ain't really played too much with Pre until I got like in high school. I played a lot with Chuck, and I think that's what kind of helped out is just playing up. He 2 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? Like Chuck really official with it too. You know what I'm saying? Like on them Young Lions teams when they was winning nationals, he was on that team. You know what I'm saying? So he was really for what he did. He was really good at what he did. You know what I'm saying? Then even just when I got older, I finally really played against Pre. It's a crazy story. So it at first it started off a 3-on-3. It was me, Chuck, and my cousin Jordan that died RP against Pre, my brother Paris, and my cousin Beta Pre. We was at Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
played 3-on-3, and I think we played 5 games, and we won 3 out of 2 because Jordan was abusing my brother Paris. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we won. So then we end up playing the 2-on-2. It was me and Chuck against Pre and Beta Pre. So I think they beat us like 2-1, and then me and Pre started playing 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? There was a whole lot of talking, and we ain't even finished because you know what I'm saying? It got real. So
Yeah.
man, we in the car home, we going back and forth. Da, 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 da. He like, yeah, you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you a bitch. He like, I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? So we start tussling. He ain't really swing or nothing, but trying to tussle. And we in the back seat, they break it up. And that was like the last time we ever played 1-on-1. and I think I was like 16.
You were
Yeah,
16.
yeah, I was
Now,
like 16.
yeah, now do you feel your brother witnessed the talent in you early and he was trying to get you tougher?
Uh, so when I really became like good, Pre was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was here, when I was young, I wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? So when I really started to develop and growing into my body and stuff, he ain't really see it. I think when Pre first realized, he always heard, you know what I'm saying? But it's two times I remember. It was once he came to a Wisco game. Me and Chuck A was on the team. Chuck threw it off the backboard to me. You know what I'm saying? I think that opened his eyes like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's party time. And then he came to one of NY to LA championship. We played like Jeremy Richmond, Reggie Smith. It's a couple cats from Chicago. Jeremy Richmond was like top 20. Reggie Smith, he went to Marquette his freshman year, then went to UNLV. You know what I'm saying? So they had some solid cats. I hit him for like 40 in the championship and we won. You know what I'm saying? So off that, you know what I'm saying? I think that, you know what I'm saying? Because he'll still talk about that. You know what I'm saying? To this day, he'll bring it up occasionally. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what really did it. You know what I'm saying? But I was in high school at that point. When I was in 7th, 8th grade, he was in school. So
Yeah, that's true. So to say this, you feel like your brother, because he was a household name. We all know Dupree Fletcher,
yeah,
a monster. So
yeah,
yeah, do you feel like he was a big influence on
yeah, bro
basketball?
set the
Yeah.
tone. He set the tone for all of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? Without him, none of us probably be hooping. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of just looked up to the older brother, what the older brother was doing. You know what I'm saying? And he was cold. We knew he was cold. You know what I'm saying? Just watching it, just seeing it live in action. You know what I'm saying? I was like in the like 4th, 5th, 6th grade when he went to King. You know what I'm saying? So I'm young watching it, just like, man, I can't wait till that's me. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I was so weak. It was just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't adding up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, I can't wait till that's me. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to King and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I want to talk about AAU, especially
Yeah.
because we come from
Scholar
Wisconsin
life.
scholars. You know what I'm saying? We scholars for life,
Yeah.
right, Blaine?
Scholars for life.
Scholars for life, man. I wanna know how good of a mentor Keith Bearden was to you playing for the scholars.
Man, this was the perfect opportunity I was waiting on just to give my boy some flowers,
Yeah.
man. Dude, without Keith, I don't think it'd be possible, man. Because Keith, man, I met Keith when I was in the 5th grade. Rachel, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rachel, that's my cousin. That's kind of how it all happened. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bar. I played 4th grade, I played up, right? I played with the Milwaukee Stars. That was Jonathan them. Shout out to Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? But that next year, they had a couple more pieces they had to add to what made them dominant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Rightfully so, they had to add the pieces, but they like, man, you might as well go and play your age. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't really. So I try out for like 2 other teams when I was in the 5th grade. Nobody took me. You know what I'm saying? So I see me and my mama, we in the grocery store and we see Rachel. And we talking to Rachel. She like, yeah, we trying to just get him on the team. Rachel like, oh, we got a team called the Scholars. You can play. You don't even got to try out. So I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the gym, 55th and Villard,
That's the
and,
spot.
and ever since then, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Keith, man. When I met Keith, basketball just transpired for me because who know Keith. Keith was hooping a lot back then. He'd go to Deneen, he'd take us to Deneen. You know what I'm saying? He opened it, he had the keys to the gym on 55th. You know what I'm saying? Me and Montez, shout out to Tez. I just talked
Mm-hmm.
to bro the other week. me and Montez, that was my right hand man at the time. You know what I'm saying? We every day Keith come to pick me up. You know, he with Keith already, and we just going to hoop. You know, we come to hoop with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
like fifth, sixth grade. You know what I'm saying? All that played into it, and then even like school basketball. Like I'm going to practice with Keith and them. You know what I'm saying? He just kept me around basketball so much where he like, all right, we gonna do this. We gonna do this way. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go watch them play, and it all worked out at the perfect time.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know,
Yeah. Man, listen, that's how Keith and I'm so glad you gave Keith his flowers. You know, I still talk to Keith
yeah,
and Rachel to this day. Like literally,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Once a week, twice a month, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, text
yeah,
call. And Keith is just such him and Rachel are like great mentors. And
yeah,
I just feel like they just give everybody just that chance that the other
yeah.
AAU teams wouldn't, because you know you have to be, you know, skill ready to play for their teams and for Keith,
Yeah, and
you
they
know.
they build up over there at the scholars, man. They always built up. You know what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
go from one of the worst teams in Milwaukee. 2 years later, we the best team in the state. You know what I'm saying? Top team in the Midwest. You know,
Mhm.
shout out to Keith, and he worked with what he had. You
Yeah,
understand? Years down, people wanted to join because we was like that. You know what I'm saying? But to get us like that, he just worked with who he got, man. And not a lot of people do that. You know, it's some good ones out there that could do it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
not a lot of people like that, man. And I think Keith is one of the best to really develop his kids. You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna go, oh, I can get you this and I can do that. And you know what I'm saying? He homegrown. We gonna do it. We gonna get down and dirty and do it the way we supposed to.
Yeah.
And he built character. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just all about shooting hoops with him. You know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
gonna show you, like, really, people don't Keith really show you how to kick it like a player. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And not a lot of people really know because he's so quiet. But you know what I'm saying? Keith will really show you how to really, you know what I'm saying, be a stand-up cat out here. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So shout out to Keith, man. You know,
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. You know, I love them forever, dog. And you know, I love you, little bro. Shit.
yeah, we go way back.
Way back. That's what I'm saying. So when y'all, so now you play for the scholars, you know, you getting it popping, and your name is growing. And I know that y'all was going to some big tournaments.
Yeah,
What were
yeah.
some of the big tournaments y'all was going to, and some of the players that you was going up against that you was battling,
You
and yeah.
talking middle school or high school? Because it's a difference.
Yeah, it's
Middle
different. Oh my
school or
God.
high school? Because middle school, I played some cats. You all wouldn't really know, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But at the time, they was big time. I tell you, I went to a camp my seventh grade year, uh, and like it was Brandon Knight was there. This cat named Jarrell Eddie, he went to Virginia Tech. This cat named Jamison Stern, he had so much bounce. It was a few other cats. Y'all would like Nick Kellogg, Clark Kellogg's son, the
Okay.
commentator. Like his son was there. Looney was there. I mean, he from the mill. He was younger than me, but he was there. So it was a Midwest elite camp, and I won a dunk contest. I was in the seventh grade. You know what I'm saying? So it was lit. I went to like the All-Star game, and I was matched up against Brandon Knight. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He was like that, you know what I'm saying? But I was holding my own too, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a lot of the time where at this time my name was getting big, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't quite there yet. I don't know, y'all know Deshaun Thomas. Deshaun Thomas went to Ohio State a few years ago. He didn't go to the league, but he went to Ohio State. He got drafted by like the Spurs, but I don't think he panned out in like
Oh,
a stretch where he went to Ohio State. He was valid. But earlier in my AAU years, I played against him. He was way taller than me. So like fifth grade year, we got blew out by 30. Sixth grade year, we lost by like 20. Seventh grade year, we lost in overtime. Eighth grade year, we beat him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he was like the one that I just couldn't get over that hump with, you know, as far as nationally at that time. But in high school, man, the toughest player I played in high school was Harrison Barnes, hands down.
And I was gonna bring that up because I seen the picture. I seen you post a picture.
Yeah. It was him and Doug McDermott. Yeah, it was them two. So it's a funny story. You know, at this time I'm on my high horse. You know what I'm saying? It's like ninth grade. It wasn't too many people I felt like was touching me at that time. You know what I'm saying? So we had Kentucky Hoop Fest. We catch Iowa Barnstormers at 8 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking how we did it, like we could play down. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a thing. But Harrison Barnes, he was playing like nobody I ever seen play at that time. He was so pro ready at a young age, like coming off screens, knowing when to shoot, knowing how to get separation. You know what I'm saying? And I like to think I was fairly athletic in my high school years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm contesting shots. He knocking them down. He curling the screens tight, coming off screen. You know, like, and he was like 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, at the time, he was Harrison Barnes, but he wasn't that Harrison Barnes. You know, like 2 years later, that's when dog top 10 in the draft type. But he caught us. Him and Doug McDermott, they beat us by like 30. The first game in Kentucky Hoop Fest.
Okay.
I played against Marquise Teague.
Is that Jeff T's little brother?
Yeah, the one that started at Kentucky with Anthony Davis. Yeah, I killed him though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna shoot you an article after this, you know, just between me and you. Yeah, it was packed too. He had every gym in the country, every coach in the country in that gym. I told it was like I'm gonna show you the article though, but yeah, he was too little. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to talk. You know, they on the 5. You know, all little they country. You know, no disrespect to Indiana people, but you know what I'm saying. That was who else I played in high school? Man, I would really have to think. I know I played against some more.
Yeah, I just know Harrison Barnes was
he was
a real big highlight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and touching on that year, you said your 9th grade year. Now, I feel like you could have went to any high school. I want to know what made you choose Wisconsin Lutheran High School, and when you chose that school, did you get a lot of backlash going to Wisconsin?
No, I was enrolled in King. Like I was going there. And Chuck A like, man, I want to go to Wisco for football. I'm going where you going, you know what I'm saying? And then my school friends already, you know what I'm saying, they was already going to Wisconsin Lutheran. So it really was a no-brainer for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm going too. And that's really how I got there. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I caught something like my mama probably, I don't even know. I don't think I did, but I'm sure I did. You know what I'm saying? But I just followed my brother, honestly. You know, I was gonna go. You know, the whole thing. Chuck A went to King for 2 years. You know, that was a family tradition. You know what I'm saying? But once Chuck like, I'm gonna go pursue this football. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to Wisconsin Lutheran too. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got there. But
yeah, because man, I just remember all the hype. You know, you going into Wisconsin Lutheran, and you already know how, you know, we are in Milwaukee. You know, you don't play for the city conference. You know, they they kind of try to knock you, and you catch backlash for that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I have never caught no backlash for that because I played in all the inner city leagues, always. I never ducked no league, Powell Center leagues, Warren,
Mm.
all that. I played in all that, and I'm killing it in all that. You know what I'm saying? So anybody you know that's my era, my age, they can vouch for that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They gonna vouch for that. They ain't never gonna. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a kid. I'm from Milwaukee, born and raised, lived in Milwaukee my whole time, like the inner city of Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get that clear first. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Garden Homes, the grade school, elementary school I went to, it's a Wells school. You know what I'm saying? Wisconsin Lutheran is a Wells high school. So you can go there, they'll get an automatic seat from choice if you went to a Wells school. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it wasn't like, oh, I went to find a school. It's just the school that all my friends went to. You know what I'm saying? All my Chuck A friends was at. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like we was just trying to find somewhere to go or what's best gonna suit us. You know what I'm saying? This was a school like that we already had ties to anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Mm-hmm.
I was shadowing Wisco since like the 6th, 7th grade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm already knowing. So you go to Wisco. First of all, how tall were you going into your freshman year at Wisco?
Man, I've been this same height since I was like 13. I've been 6'4". I haven't grown for 17 years.
Do I feel like you like taller than 6'4", bro? Like I'm 6'3", and
Uh,
I just think you fucking like
I'm like 6.
6'6" or something.
So in college, that's when I really found out I'm not. So I'm 6'5", but I'm like 6'4" and 3/4. So I'm really 6'5", but in college, that's when they told me like, you're not all the way 6'5". You know what I'm saying? Really, I just play a little bigger than what I look. You know, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. So that transition from middle school to Wisconsin Lutheran, you about 6'4", 6'5". You started out gate, right? You
Yeah,
started as a
yeah,
freshman on varsity, right?
yeah.
Now, what position was you playing? Because I know basketball was different when you were playing, and I
Yeah.
want to know what position
So
you was playing.
yeah. So my freshman and sophomore year, I was playing a 4.
Okay.
I was playing a 4. Dale Walsh was our coach my freshman and sophomore year. He was good at what he did, but he kind of was stuck in the old days. You know what I'm saying? What worked for him in 2002, 2001 that wasn't necessarily working in '07. You
Mm.
get what I'm saying? That 3L 2-win traditional set and screen away, and that worked if you implement it in other ways. But I like with the kids that Wisconsin Lutheran was getting in at the time, a lot of inner city kids. That wasn't the best style of basketball to benefit us. Um, and my freshman and sophomore year kind of showed because we were super talented. You know what I'm saying? Like super talented. And we couldn't do nothing because I think the style of play that we were playing. And I actually was about to transfer after my sophomore year. Some stuff happened at Wisconsin Lutheran where mom's like, yeah, you finna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But two things happened. My homeroom teacher, his name Ryan Walsh, is Dale Walsh's son. This is my guy still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
We had a talk, and he was like, there's a chance I could be head coach. So just wait. You know what I'm saying? If I'm head coach, just try to work it out with me. But then King ended up getting sanctioned. That's when all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, happened with King, and they couldn't go upstate for them 2 years in like '09 and 10. So when that happened, like I looked at Tulsa East and I wasn't gonna be able to get in there. But moms wasn't messing with no other school. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't messing with no other school. So I'm like, he ended up getting a job and I stayed at Wisco. And I think that was like the best decision I made in my high school career, staying at Wisconsin Lutheran. Because
Mm-hmm.
in his first year as head coach, we won state.
Yeah, that was your junior year, correct?
Yeah, that was my junior year. And what people got misconstrued about Wisconsin Lutheran is, which I agree, we was in Wisconsin Little 10 at the time. That's not the best basketball conference. I'm not gonna lie. Top to bottom, it's not. But we played a non-conference schedule that was probably tougher than a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? Like we played St. Cat's. They had the twins. They had Jake Thomas. They had Steve McWhorter. You know what I'm saying? We beat them at we played Bayview that year. You know what I'm saying? We beat them by 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We beat them by 35. We played a number 3 team in the state of Minnesota. We beat them. We played like that year. We went like 18-0 before we finally lost.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was just because Ryan, he let us go. You know what I'm saying? He let us go. Like he let us throw lobs. My freshman and sophomore year, we couldn't throw lobs. Like for real, we could not throw lobs. Like you throw a lob, make it or not, you come out the game.
Oh yeah, he was real old school then.
He old school. You know what I'm saying? Ryan, like, throw it up every chance you get. You know what I'm saying? We was running gun. He put me on the wing. We went 4 out, 1 in. You know what I'm saying? And everything clicked on all cylinders that year.
And going into your junior year, what was your stat line looking like? Well, first of all, freshman and sophomore, you averaged decent numbers, right?
Yeah, my freshman year I averaged like 11 or 12 points. My sophomore year I averaged like 16. My junior year I averaged like 19. My senior year I averaged like 22.
Okay. So yeah, so the season your junior year, you got a new head coach. Y'all beating all these non-conference teams, playing these non-conference games and winning. And then you win state. Who was some of the when y'all made y'all state run? Who was y'all playing that was good? Because I don't know that conference.
Yeah. So out the gate we played Thomas More. They wasn't really that good. They wasn't that good. That second game we played Milwaukee Lutheran. Chimp Kadima went there, but he broke his hand. It's a baseball player. He a professional baseball player. His name, I forgot his name, but he played. He was solid at the time. They had a white dude that was pretty solid. Like they had a solid team. We actually beat them in overtime. We beat them in overtime. Then that following game, we played Whitefish Bay. They had Jimmy Sherburne. He went to Princeton. You know
Jimmy, that's my dog. Yeah, Jimmy.
They was the favorite to win state. You know what I'm saying? They was the favorite to win state. But shout out to my boy Gavin. He set on Jimmy. I ain't gonna lie. Set on Jimmy. You know, the thing about it, shout out to Jimmy. He was really cold. He was like that. And I ain't knocking Jimmy. But he sat on Jimmy. Whitefish Bay style of play was a little like y'all Vincent folks. Y'all get up.
Falling.
And then y'all pull it out. You know what I'm saying? So the game plan was to not ever get down. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of just stayed afloat the whole game, beat them. Then that following game, we played Pewaukee. Pewaukee always been good. They ain't really just get good. Like that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like they ain't had these high major Division I players that they have it now, but they always was good and they always was big. So we played Pewaukee in a game to go upstate. So we end up beating Pewaukee in overtime. We was down 9 with like a minute and a half to go. We get a steal. My guy Tim, he hit a 3 in the corner, right? Bang. We get another steal. He hit another one. You know what I'm saying? So now we play catch up overtime. We beat them in overtime. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time in school history that boys basketball was going upstate. Football had won state multiple times. You know what I'm saying? But basketball never, ever won state.
Wow. So so your junior year was the first time the school won state ever in basketball.
Ever. ever. And see, the thing about, like I said, bro, I never went to a public school a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what it's like to go to a public school. But at Wisconsin Lutheran, when we went upstate, man, I don't think we did nothing all week. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing but parties and pep rallies all week. You know what I'm saying? Because it was major.
Yeah,
You know
y'all
what I'm
said
saying?
history.
And then one thing about how the Wells do it is the whole Wells rally behind you. So now I said those schools, that the Wells schools, they all come into the games. You know what I'm saying? So it's lit. It was a real big deal, you know what I'm saying, for that to even happen, to go upstate. So it was like a surreal feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Probably one of the best basketball moments of my life.
And I was gonna ask you that, because when we have these accomplishments at a young age, we don't know, what it really means at that time until we get older. But for you to feel that way, and and for you to know, like, dude, we set history. Like, I know you have to be on your high horse.
Yeah. It was crazy. Like, it was just crazy. And like I said, that was the first time in school history that it happened with a first year coach.
Yeah.
It all worked out, especially because of what happened my previous year with just leaving and just making sure I'm making the right decision. And that kind of helped my recruiting out too.
Okay.
It really helped the recruiting out doing that. Cause like, I ain't have a championship performance quite like my brother, but it was up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pre had like 29 and like 7 steals, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I had like 27 and like 12 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I remember watching bro do his thing though.
Me too.
Especially, I remember watching that as a kid. So it was definitely just a big thing, especially for my moms, you know what I'm saying, just to be there again. Then, like, what a lot of people don't know is my mama got 4 kids. Like I said, my pops got 6. Out of my mama 4 kids, 3 of us have state championships.
And Chuck, he got it in basketball and football, or just basketball?
No, Chuck just got it in football. I got one in basketball and one in football. Pre got 2 in basketball.
A lot of gold rings there, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's lit over here, you know what I'm
saying?
Yeah,
for real.
That,
winners for real, dog. So after winning the state championship your junior year, what awards did you get that year?
So I got that year, I got second team on state. I got first team all area. We got like we had to go to like the city hall and do some type of, like, we had got some type of award, some type of accolade. But that's all I really got that year, was the all state in the all area. I was first team all area. But I was like 20 points away from becoming the all-time leading scorer too. You know what I'm saying? So I broke the record my second game of my senior year.
Okay, so let's hold on. You know what? Pause that for 1 second though, Flavien, because the reason why I'm pausing it, I'm gonna get back to it, because if you know Q-Part, you know me. So that year, I just want to touch on it a little bit, because it's crazy what I got like right here, and I'm gonna show you. But we beat Pre in the regular season. So when we go today, we was on opposite sides and shit. So we, everybody anticipating us meeting in the championship. We overlooked West Nim. They beat us. Can't win it. I love he my top 5. But I just wanted to show you this, little bro. If you remember this, dog. You know what I'm saying, little bro? And Pre gonna get on my ass, because look.
Yeah. Did he get a flagrant foul that game? on you or something?
It was on me.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Pre passed the ball in. Well, I think I scored 8 or 10 points straight. And I remember them passing it into Pre. I take the ball from Pre. This is senior year. You know, people ain't just taking the ball from Pre. I take the ball from Pre and I go right up and Pre push me out the air. I get the and 1. I go to the free throw line, knock the 2 free throws down. I want to say row 10, but I wanted to throw that out there because you know, y'all brought up your gold rings in the family, man. I'm in the papers, you know, blocking Pre shit. You know, he in my top 5 all time, and I don't care. You know who it's like.
Yeah, bro, definitely, bro, number 1. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But
man, you know I love
shout out to bro.
Yeah. So going into your senior year, what's going through your head as far as schooling wise, basketball wise? And, you know, and I asked that is because y'all fell short your senior year winning the championship, right? The state title. Yeah. So what's going through your head going into your senior year?
So my junior, my last year at AAU, right? It go good. It go real good. I'm still on the scholars. You know what I'm saying? I played with one. I switched to DTA for like a month and went back to the scholars. Whole nother story. But so I played with the scholars throughout. I had a nice run. I had a nice pre actually. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story. So Pre came to this game. I stripped. I didn't strip nobody. We was down. We come back. I got the ball up top with like 10 seconds left. We playing Illinois Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? It's NY to LA, plenty coaches. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Do my thing. Late. Gang. You know what I'm saying? Gang. Pre was there. He was geek. You know what I'm saying? Xavier coach say something to me. Like, yeah, I'll be talking to you soon. You know what I'm saying? So we geek. You know what I'm saying? Pre get home. I'm on the phone. I'm talking to one of my guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, roll up. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, niggas think they that cold. You just go roll up. You know what I'm saying? He got on my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I really see, you know what I'm saying, at the time, I'm like, why you tripping? You know what I'm saying? But I see why, you know what I'm saying? Because he know, like, don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it for granted. And I never forget that, you know what I'm saying? He probably don't even remember that happened, you know what I'm saying? But it's stuff like that you think about, like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Bro really was trying to look out. You know what I'm saying? I think he was at Whitewater at this point.
Okay. He was at, he did his thing at Whitewater too. So so senior year, what was some of the because you know, like I said, it's your senior year. What was some of the what were some of the teams that y'all played against? Because I'm pretty sure, or were y'all playing some of the same non-conference teams?
No, we played better non-conference games this year. I don't think I fully answered your previous question about what was, you know, going into that transition year. So at this point, I had failed a quarter of English literature at Wisconsin Lutheran. So now the high majors that I had, they starting to drop off. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm getting a lot of mid majors. You know what I'm saying? Which at the time, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like Oregon State, Marquette, you know what I'm saying? Creighton. I had schools like that, you know, but now it's like Bowling Green, Loyola, Montana State, which I end up going there. You know what I'm saying? It was a good decision, but, you know, a lot of the smaller schools. So I hurried up and just locked in Loyola. You know what I'm saying? Which was good. I went to visit and all that. It was cool, but I'm like, let me lock this in before it just keep getting lower and lower. You know what I'm saying? So I had committed kind of early my senior year. It was like pretty much September. You know what I'm saying? I went on the visit and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go here. You know what I'm saying? It was UWM was in the conference. I could come home and play. Chicago ain't that far. So I locked that in. You know what I'm saying? So my our senior schedule, we played Arrowhead and Catholic Memorial um, at the Christmas tournament. Arrowhead had Ben Mills. Ben Mills was a 7-footer. He played 4 years at Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Then Catholic Memorial had TJ Bray and Derek Shell. TJ Bray played at Princeton. He played on the Bulls Summer League too. He played at Princeton. Derek Shell went to a D2 Hillsdale, I think it was a D2 in Florida or something. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? He could have easily been a Division I player. They all played for Playground Warriors. You know what I'm saying? For Richie, RP Richie, they all played with Richie.
Mm-hmm.
So we first game we played Catholic Memorial. Um, we beat Catholic Memorial. You know what I'm saying? I have probably like 28 or something like that. The very next game we played Arrowhead. We beat Arrowhead. You know what I'm saying? Crazy because Catholic Memorial and Arrowhead both won state that year. They ended up winning state. Arrowhead won D1. Catholic Memorial won D2. They beat us. They put us out.
That's who put y'all out, Catholic
That's
Memorial.
who put us out. Catholic Memorial, yeah. So we was a game away from state, and Catholic Memorial put us out. But TJ had a crazy game that game. Like I think earlier in the week or something, his grandma died or his mom died. One of the two. It was like I want to say it might have been his mom, but I don't want to. But it was somebody real close to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, that weekend, like he had like this big thing where it's gonna be like a memorial game and all of that. But we had already beat him, so I'm like, it is what it is. But he told us up. He had like 34, 11, and 12. Yeah, and back then he lit us up. I ain't gonna lie, put us out. So you know what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
was one of the toughest battles I ever had.
With the
Was
TJ
beating
Bray
him.
guy.
Yeah, TJ Bray was like that though. Yeah, a lot of people my era would say they know what it is with TJ Bray.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So going back to you dropping the ball, in your English literature.
Yeah,
So throughout high school, you had good grades, right?
yeah, yeah.
So there was no way like your high school coach or your mama parents, would you have a good grades throughout the year and you failed that one class? It's like all the D1s
Yeah.
kind of gave up on you.
So like the high major ones did. You know what I'm saying? They all pretty much. St. Louis, they was messing with me for a while, then they eventually dropped off too. But so I was taking a class. I was taking a class at the same time as that I was actually doing my senior year. So I was in school and I also was taking an online class. You know what I'm saying? This was in 2010 where I just had a whole year to complete it type shit. But I was like 17, you know what I'm saying? Life just started having fun. You know what I'm saying? We got L's, you know what I'm saying? I really tapped into the public side, the public school side of stuff now, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even focused on that. You know what I'm saying? When it got down to the nitty gritty, I'm trying to hurry up and do it to the point where I'm like, bro, like 11 chapters behind. You know what I'm saying? So I did it to the end, but ultimately I missed like 5 chapters. You know what I'm saying? Worth the test and stuff. So I didn't get through the clearinghouse. Like, I had the right ACT, I had the right grade at point average. I just was missing that semester of English. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why a lot of people which, I take accountability, but it's kind of hard for me to take accountability because I was a kid, but I do take it. And I think that's where a lot of people kind of frown at Wisconsin Lutheran is because, especially boys basketball, sometimes people feel like they don't do enough to get their players to the next level. I could personally say that that wasn't the thing for me, because they did work extremely hard, to try to get me there, because they found out that other way, that online class. They actually introduced that to moms. You know what I'm saying? I think they could have corralled me a little more, like, man, you come in and do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna monitor you and make sure you do it. I do think that could have happened, but I'm not saying it's their fault too at the same
Yeah, I
time.
know what
So
you're saying. Yeah, especially when you a kid, man. We all make mistakes, man. But
I,
with you being
I
a
didn't
kid, you know what I'm saying.
I
So
didn't even really find out I wasn't going to like July. Like right before I was finna go to summer school. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm finna go to summer school. They about to go to Greece, all that. I find out I didn't get through the clearinghouse. I was hurt. I was hurt.
and you already so you committed with Loyola beginning, like you said, in September.
Yeah, like I signed in November.
Yeah. So fast forwarding, because you fell short, winning state, you got a lot of accolades, you got a lot of awards your senior year. And right before you about to go to summer school, you don't get it, you don't pass the clearance, you don't pass the clearance house to go to Loyola, right?
Yeah, but you know what though? I ain't gonna even sit here and act like I kind of knew, like I knew I dropped the ball in the class, but I was so used to everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna work itself out. You know what I'm saying? That I think my coaches and them, they kind of knew I wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? But I necessarily didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And when I found out, I'm like, man, I still was playing Warning. You know what I'm saying? I found out in the Warning mix, they set me up with a JUCO in Kansas, Coffeeville, and that's really a good JUCO. You know what I'm saying? They set me up with Coffeeville, but I ain't even take it. I end up not even going. So they put it in the paper that I wasn't going to Loyola. So I was at a Warning game, and plenty of people was talking to me, asking me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just explaining it to people. And Big Tree.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Big Tree was just in the background listening, and dog, he pulled me to the side like, "Hey, I got this JUCO in Texas. He like Steve Francis, Sam Cassell went there. I got pulled. I can call him and offer you a scholarship right here." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta go talk to my moms, but I'd rather go to Texas than Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Because pre went to Kansas, all I hear was born. But now that I know JUCOs, they all born. You know. But so I'm like, yeah, I'll go to Texas. I holla at mom. She like, you go wherever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, just as long as it's a good fit for you, I don't really care. So I'm like, boom, Tree, I go. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, make sure, because if I call this man, whoopty whoopty whoop, and you know what I'm saying? I can't lay my neck on the line. So I'm like, I'm going. I go. If he call me and offer me, I go. Dog. The next morning, it's like 8 in the morning. He called me, Coach Janander. Like this, this Coach Janander. Tree found, like, once he looked me up and saw what was what. It's really an easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got a steal. They did get a steal, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They really got a steal because they found me 2 weeks before school. You know what I'm saying? The team had already been there. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much had they knew they was gonna get, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Who they was rocking with. So he called me. He like, man, look, the last Milwaukee cat I deal with, man, I got him a plane ticket, everything to come visit, and I found out he signed. I'm like, who? You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you after the fact. I don't necessarily want to put him out there like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know after. But
Yeah.
he like, yeah. I found out he ended up signing somewhere else the day I bought him the plane ticket. So he like, if you gonna come, I need to make sure. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't say I'm coming right away. I'm like, give me to tonight. I looked up the team. Who they had a lot of returning people. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
tell him I'm going. I signed the scholarship, everything. I'm all good. So like 2 weeks later, I go to Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up at San Jack.
It's San
Yeah,
Jack Community College, right? Yes.
at that community college. Like we was in a conference with like Lee, Lee College, Navarro, Angelina, Blinn. That's what Cam Newton went. Lamar Port Arthur, like you know what I'm saying. Texas, them Division I Texas JUCOs, Tyler, like they, you know what I'm saying. You got to be cut for that. You know what I'm saying. You really got to be cut for them Texas JUCOs, man.
I'm
But I
already.
came in late, right? And them my guys, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. But they was acting like some mugs. You know what I'm saying. They would have passed me the ball. You know what I'm saying? I ain't condoning the smoking, but you know, I got there, I was smoking. You know what I'm saying? They smoking. I smell weed all in the dorm. I go to them like, hey, you know who you know what I'm saying? They like, oh, we don't know. I said, oh, you
They
niggas,
treating you like that?
y'all think I'm a peon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was trying to treat me. So my guy Dallas, shout out to Dallas, man. He from Jersey. He get there. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I'm finna get the live. Who got 20 on the live? I'm like, man, me? You know what I'm saying? So I give it, we chopping it up. We smoking, we chopping it up. He like, how you like it? I'm like, man, they acting real crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm fresh 18. You know, JUCO, they be a little older. That's why they there, because you know what I'm saying? So they like 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh 18. So I'm like, man, they acting. I'm like, they ain't trying to put me, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to kick it with me, nothing. I'm just sitting in my room. I get so bored, I call mom's like, I don't know if this for me. You know what I'm saying? She like, man, you talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? What you need to make you more comfortable? You know what I'm saying? I had no TV, no laptop, nothing. I felt like I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just need a laptop. I'll be good. She bought me a laptop. So my guy, Zoe, big, he like 6'9". He like, man, when we hoop today, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm a cap and pick you up, and I'm gonna pass you the ball. So the coaches in there, you know what I'm saying? They in there for this open gym. I go crazy. I'm talking crazy, all that. You know what I'm saying? So when we get back to the dorm, you know what I'm saying? Now they want to kick it, you know what I'm saying? But I really was cool for a minute. Like I'm cool,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I'm kicking it with my guy Dollars and my guy Chris. They both like 6'9". You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm kicking it with. But eventually, you know what I'm saying? We all got cool. But then I even ended up starting. You know what I'm saying? So I started. I was the only freshman to start. So, you know what I'm saying? I was the second lead scorer on that team. So it all, you know, that's what I'm saying. They caught a steal. They really caught a steal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
You know
then
what I'm
going
saying?
to. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And what a lot of people say is, look, I'll play defense. You know what I'm saying? With my own ball D might be a little slow, but I'm always where I'm supposed to be at on help side. You know what I'm saying? I told you, big bro, there's no lie. Y'all can look this up. This public records. I took 75 charges in 2 years. I ain't even played 75 games in 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. JUCO probably a total of what, 60?
You 60 total.
Total. That's what I'm saying. Total. So you played
My,
31 year, 30 the second.
yeah, I'm telling you, our game plan was this. I tell them, bro, best player, bring him to me. I just need you to bring him to me. I'm going to get him 2 quick fouls for sure. Taking a charge. You know what I'm saying? Like I took pride in taking charges because everybody gonna do it. You gotta separate somewhere. You know what I'm
Got to.
saying? You gotta separate somewhere.
You
So
got to, bro.
what's your separation gonna be? Some people separation the grades. You know what I'm saying? Some people separation the hard work. Some people separation the character. Mine was the charges. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no coach in their right mind going, oh, he took 75 charges in 2 years? Oh no.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Them facts,
That's some
bro.
separation.
That's separation and them are facts, bro. And that's what keep you on the floor, bro. And
Yeah.
people tend to downplay doing the little things to win basketball.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
real. So,
Yeah.
yeah, for you
And one
to
thing,
go ahead.
go ahead, my fault.
No, go ahead. I want you to get
One
your
thing,
stuff off,
and I
bro.
learned that from Ryan Walsh, man. Attention to
Mhm.
detail. He always said that. Attention to detail. Even to what angle you screen somebody at. You know what I'm saying? People don't even think that deep into, all right, let me screen him at this angle so it can be automatic penetration. You know what I'm saying? Like attention to detail. Attention to detail. That's one thing when I be coaching my school kids, I always say that. Just watch how I'm screening. Watch how I'm boxing out. You know what I'm saying? Watch what I'm doing when I'm laying the ball up.
Yeah, dog, man. Listen, that's how I play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
After
yeah,
college, I started
yeah,
playing
yeah,
like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, just make the game easy, dude. I'm telling you.
yeah.
People don't
Easy.
know the guy who set the ball screens and the away screen, you 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be open if you set the correct screen and how
Yeah,
you did
yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
so after you finish kicking their ass in front of the coaches, now they want to start talking to you. How they
They
really
want to
feeling though
start.
now that you in the starting lineup and what you was averaging when you was inserted in the starting lineup?
So I start out the gate. Like I started every single.
Okay.
No, I ain't start every single game. I got suspended twice,
Okay.
where I missed 2 games because I got suspended for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? But them the only 2 games I didn't start. But like at that point, when the season came, though, I ain't gonna lie, the team, the other four was so solidified that once I got into that starting role, it just solidified me too. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because three out of the four started the previous year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And one would have started, he just was in L.
Got you.
So when it all came, like I had the respect of the other folk. So it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it was. Like I ain't gonna lie, they used to call me the 18-year-old phenom. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
How much was you averaging?
I averaged like 12 points.
That's good, though.
But yeah, it's good. It is good. But it was big games where I had like 20, like, you know what I'm saying? I was torching where at the end of the game, some of the no, not every time though, because we had an All-American on the team that year that averaged 21. He really was like that. So if
Mm.
the last shot was coming, he took it. But they was confident in me to take it too. You know what I'm saying? Like they was
Mm-hmm.
real confident in me a lot where we had plays for me. You know what I'm saying? So JUCO my freshman year, man, them was my guys. Like I'm still cool with a lot of them to this day, because of the team camaraderie we had.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? We was all close.
Yeah. And then your 2 years at that junior college, what were some of the awards that you won playing at that level?
So I just was the first team, Region 9. I think it was Region 9, first team Region 9 all conference both years. I was Mullins top 100. I went to top 100 camp. That's the summer between your freshman and sophomore year. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You up against a lot of stuff because D1 transfers that go JUCO, they automatically top 100, automatic. You know what I'm saying? So you battling that. So yeah, I was top 100. I went to the mothers camp. It was fun, and I had a lot of schools out of JUCO too. But once again, the grades kind of derided. But I ended up doing it this time. I completed it. You know what I'm saying? I end up completing it, but I had like Detroit, I had Texas State. Um, Rob Jeter was hollering at me a little bit. I seen him at my eighth grade brother graduation. He was the keynote speaker. I chopped it up with him. He like, man, give me a call, man. We could, you know what I'm saying? So Jeter, uh, I didn't really have no high majors, but I had a lot of mid majors. I had like Wichita State. I had a few other
That would have been
schools.
a nice school.
Yeah,
Wichita.
I had a few other schools, but I ain't gonna lie, in JUCO, we didn't go to class. We didn't go to class, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you, bro. We didn't go to class. I'm talking top to bottom. We did not go to class, bro. Like our JUCO team, my freshman year was reckless. Like my first semester there, I was an honor roll student. You know what I'm saying? Because what JUCO do, what a lot of people know is they gonna put you in classes that keep you eligible for them.
Yeah.
So you in dance classes, little sports PE
Archery class.
classes. You know what I'm saying? We probably had two classes, a real like a math class and like the English, but the teachers that we're in gonna give us a C anyway. We don't do nothing. We getting a C. Like we didn't even have to go to class. Like out of the 5 classes we had, one of the classes was my coaches. We didn't go ever. I don't think I went one time. I was in like a dance class, I was in a sports class, and then I had like a math and an English. And we didn't go to them. We just had to show up on exams, and no matter what we put, we're gonna pass and get a C in the class. You know
Got
what
you.
I'm saying? So we weren't going. You know what I'm saying? So my sophomore year kind of bit me in the ass. Cause now when it's time, you gotta graduate. You gotta get your associate's degree in order to go Division One. So now we trying to match the credit. It was what? And coach is like, oh, you don't even stand a chance. You know what I'm saying? So now people dropping off. But I end up earlier in my sophomore year, I go on a visit to South Alabama. Y'all know who Freddie Goldstein is?
Yeah, Freddie that went to
Little
Platt.
Freddie. Yeah. Freddie was there when I went on the visit. I never knew nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? So I get there. I like, oh, Freddie. I'm like, no, he from Milwaukee. I'm like, man, only Fred I know is Big Fred Woods. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no other Freddie. He come in, he like, yeah, I'm from the mill. He get the naming plenty people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah, you from the mill. Because you naming random people that nobody should know from another state. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I'm like, oh, okay, you really from the mill. So yeah, Freddie was there. I go on a visit. I like it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still the coach show on me like, commit right now, commit right now, commit right now. I'm like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Let me just see what's what. And this Sunbelt, this Sunbelt conference, so it's valid. So I go back to school, like a week past. I'm like, I'm finna commit. I'm calling, no answer, no answer, no answer. So I'm like, what's going on? So I tell my coach, like, I'm calling, dog. He ain't answer. So he like, let me reach out to him. So dude finally called me, like, hey, how you doing? Woo, woo. I tell him, like, yeah, I'm ready to commit. He like, well, we just had a high school kid commit on Friday, so that was the last one. We pretty much was gonna take whoever committed first. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That was a blow to me. You know what I'm saying? So now all these other schools, I still got like Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Um, I got Montana State, and I got like South Dakota State. And now some D2s get to calling me. So I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't come this far to go D2. And no knock to D2, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't come this far to go D2. So I hurry up and schedule a visit to Montana State. I go on the visit. The visit was so live.
Now,
I'm like, oh hell no.
let me ask you something. All right, so did you hear about the story? And it's the reason why I'm asking you. Did you hear
I
about the
know it's.
story, about the Brandon Miller story?
I heard about it when I actually got to the school.
How did that
I
make you
didn't hear
feel?
about it on my visit.
Yeah. How did that make you feel? Did you have second guess? Like second guess?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know about it until I enrolled, until I was there for school.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm
I didn't know
saying.
about it.
Yeah, when you
Oh,
got
when I
there.
heard about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, no, I didn't make me second guess nothing because no, I ain't know nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? To
Mhm.
a couple cats who went to school with him and just stayed in the city. They telling me about it and stuff like that. But I ain't know nothing about it. It didn't make me feel no type of way. But one thing I do know is they didn't mess with Milwaukee kids for a really long time. Wookie went there though. Wookie went there his freshman year. Him and Big Rod was out there together at Montana State because a lot of people out there knew him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whatever happened with that situation, but like from Miller to Wookie to me, it's like big spaces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And then and when you enroll to Montana State and you hear this, and how was the community, like the staff, the teachers, like did you sense that they were like kind of like funny acting, or it was like a little distance or a disconnect or anything?
no, not really because hey, like the community, I ain't even pay attention to them at first because I didn't like I when I first got there, enrolled into school and started going, I didn't like it for like the first few weeks. It was real different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like it at all. So I didn't even look through headphones on, head down. Getting point A to point B. The conditioning was really hard. It was different. So it was a real struggle for me like the first few weeks. You know what I'm saying? And with my coach, I think one of them, my head coach, he mentioned because he was actually on the coaching staff when all that happened with Miller. He was an assistant. And one time he did say, don't bring that Milwaukee mentality bullshit here. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't necessarily that Milwaukee tough guys. We just ain't going. Once you start, we ain't stopping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what ended up happening. One of my teammates called me a bitch in practice. I tried to slap him, tried to take his motherfucking head off. I missed.
Yeah.
And coach like, don't bring that Milwaukee bullshit here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing back. But I be thinking like, you know what I'm saying? He don't like the rah-rah stuff. You know what I'm saying? He wanna let him talk, let him play, just play. Like, nah, bro. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of the people like that played at Montana State when I was there. It wasn't a lot of inner city kids. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Got a lot of cats from like Idaho and Montana and Washington. And ain't no knock to them because some of them still my friends to this day, but it's different styles of basketball. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We had a cat from Cali, Tone Bigelow. He had talked, you know what I'm saying? Cat Stu from Detroit, Moon from Detroit. We had talked. That's only four of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out of 15.
Out of 15. Was that a hard adjustment for you? When it
It
came to
was
basketball?
it was super hard. It was way harder. Um, but it taught me, you know what I'm saying? I think I really learned how to play basketball there. You know what I'm saying? The difference between Sand Jack and Montana State is the speed of the game. I don't care what nobody say. It's a difference from JUCO to Division One. Even though it's still college, it's a big difference in the speed of the game. Um, two, the freedom we kind of got in JUCO versus at at Montana State. You can't just go out there and think you're gonna do whatever you want to do. At San Jack, you couldn't do it either, but like certain people can, and I was one that can. At JUCO, I mean, as Montana State, I could, but it was towards the end of my junior year and my senior year, and even that was to a T. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really want me to shoot threes like that. He wanted me to pretty much stay like inside, like 20 feet. You know what I'm saying? Wanted me to work out of that, which he taught me how to, but it taught me how to get separation within 2-3 dribbles.
Exactly.
Utilize fakes and stuff like that a little more. But like as far as living and stuff, it was way different. Way different, even basketball. Like I said, at first the conditioning was so hard, bro.
Man, listen, I'm already know.
So hard. Like that was the thing. I'm like, I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? It was tough. And we out there with the mountains. You know what I'm saying? It was real. It was real. And but once I got past all that, even like to start the season though, I was like fourth option, bro. I was out there setting screens. I'm like, oh no. Like I could score, but I was doing everything within the offense, getting rebounds, slashing. You know what I'm saying? I really had to. So Cat Tone Bigelow and the cat named Stu, they was like our two best players. And they both got kicked off the team. But Tone ended up coming back, but Stu stayed kicked off the team. So but Tone missed like 5 games though. So we come home, and how they end up missing is we go home for Christmas break from December 21st to December 24th. We had to come back on Christmas Eve. They like Tone like, man, I ain't coming back.
I'm already
SCP on the 26th. Stu came back, but he ain't like it, so he was bullshitting in practice. You know what I'm saying? So Stu bullshitting like 2 days straight to the point where they just like get out and they kick him off. Tone, they like, you ain't want to come back. You kicked off too, but Tone ended up working his magic, getting back on the team. That was our 1 and 2.
the top
Those are
player.
our 2 best players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So boom. We play Eastern Washington. I had like 18. But then we played North Dakota. We played. Shout out to Troy Huff. That's my boy. It was fun playing against Troy, but then I hit Troy now for like 20 something. You know what I'm saying? So now they starting to play through me. So we played Portland State. At Portland State, I had like 26. So I'm rolling. I had like 3 or 4 20-point games straight. Boom, Cuz died. They killed Cuz. So I had to come back to Milwaukee, and I missed the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to go to the funeral. But like I still was rolling after that. Like it was my team. But I'm gonna tell you what really solidified it. They wrote like a real big article about it, all that. So Montana versus Montana State. That's the top 10 rivalry ever. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't super big schools, but the rivalry is so deep.
The rivalry like North Carolina and Duke was just within Montana and Montana State.
Like anybody from Montana that been there, like state shut down. People go to whatever sides they from, who they root, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Cat Grid is crazy. So we play up there, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can't hear a whistle, none of that. We got to change the hand signals. Like it was wild. Probably the most packed game I ever played in my life was Cat Grizz. So we play them at our place. My mama, Chuck A, my little brother, and my mama boyfriend at the time, they all come to Montana. Just their first time in Montana. You know what I'm saying? I don't be, you don't see your family like that, so I'm geek.
Turned
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Mom's in the crowd, you know what I'm saying? they give us, like, when they introduce our name, they give us shirts to throw them in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I toss mine to moms them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it a big deal. So Cat Grizz game, I hit their ass for 30 that game. That was the most points I ever scored in college.
I know I got that written. You sure it's 30? I got 33.
That's in Norway.
Oh, okay.
That's in Norway. The most I ever scored in Norway was 33. But no, at Montana it was 30.
Okay, Montana it was 30. Yeah.
I go through. So Norway was 33, high school was 37, JUCO was like 28, and middle school I scored 55 one time in the championship. On my life, I scored 55 out of 60 points. No bullshit, for real, for real. But yeah, so at Montana State, once that happened, it was on and cracking. Like, they changed the whole offense my senior year. But my senior year, I got in trouble the start of my senior year. I failed a drug test. So I was out for 5 weeks because of that drug test. So at my school, it's different from at every school. Like, you know what I'm saying, the school policy, not NCAA. It was a school. If you fail, you cannot get back on the team until you pass another test. So I tried to mask it. You know, you drinking the drink, so I end up throwing it up. So I'm trying to chug water, but I still end up failing. They can see what level you at. You know, you have to be under a 5 to pass.
Yeah.
I was like at a 9. So they like, oh, well, you at a 9, that mean you ain't smoking that much. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? We'll test again next week. Don't try to mask it, none of that. Let it get out your system, regular. Boom. The next week I peed. That shit like a 29. So now they like, we know you tried to mask it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was at a 9, now it's at a 29. So I took one every week for 5 weeks, and I finally passed. But for those 5 weeks, you can't be with the team at all. You can't do anything team related. I pulled my hamstring hooping in Milwaukee at Custer. I pulled my hamstring. So when I went back to school, I'm already trying to nurse a hamstring, which I needed. I can't do nothing with the team. So now the trainer's telling me what to do at home and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to do that. And so once I get back on the team, I was out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, my body still was intact, but I was just out of shape. But I had a really good summer. So that's the part, like, I went 20 steps forward and went 20 steps right back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a really good summer. I got in tip-top shape. I was on a shooting machine. I was really locked in the gym. And then it just knocked me back. So I started off real slow my senior year, but I finished strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I finished real strong. So it all worked out at the end, especially on that tip with just going Division I and playing, and it was a real heartfelt moment. You know what I'm saying? Because not a lot of people put their all into basketball for that moment, and it don't go that way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. So I'm definitely blessed that I was able to play at that level.
Yeah, man. It's always a blessing to, play basketball. You know what I'm saying? We love it. You know what I'm saying? And your path that you went through, it was a good path. You had some lumps. We all make mistakes. We human. You know what I'm saying? But you stayed focused. And I do want to ask you about this, though, because I didn't write the team names down, but the career highs, I seen 33 points. I seen one game you had 23 rebounds, one game 5 assists, one game 4 steals, one game 4 blocks. So all them career highs you had, because like I said, when I was checking your numbers, man, you put in work at Montana State. What
that 23 rebounds, that was in Norway.
So you hold on. So you had 33 and 23? Because you said 33 in
not in
Norway.
the same, not in the
Oh, it
same
is two
game.
different times. Okay, it's two
Yeah.
different times. Okay.
So one game I had like 33 and like 10 in Norway, and then another game I had like 15 points and 23 rebounds. Yeah, I'm gonna send you that too. Like I was like the #1 Euro player of the week
Yeah.
when I had the game. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm. In
yeah, that
Montana,
was all in Norway.
no, there's Norway. Okay. In Montana State, that was a good conference. Who were some of the guys you played against in that conference?
That was Big Sky. So everybody know Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard went to Weber State. That was a conference. It was a cat named Will Cherry. He played on the Cavs. He was one of the bench players. Like, people, if you wasn't from Cleveland, you probably wouldn't know who he was.
Yeah.
But he played at Kareem Jamar. I know he flirted in the NBA. One of the best players in our conference, though, I ain't gonna lie, Troy Huff. Troy Huff. Yeah. Troy Huff. Shout out to Troy, another Milwaukee legend. You know what I'm saying? Troy had his way out there. I ain't gonna lie. Troy had his way.
Yeah.
Like Troy really got played out of Conference Player of the Year. He really got played this senior year. He really should have been Conference Player of the Year, but they chose Jamar, which it really wasn't getting played. It could have went either way, to be honest. But yeah, Troy, like he didn't come out of our conference, but like Larry Nance, I played against Larry Nance in college at Wyoming. It's a cat named Eric Moreland. He won the ring with Toronto, and like 19 with Kawhi and them. He played at Oregon State when we played them. That's a few. It's a cat named Tyler Harvey who play on the Knicks right now. He was playing at Eastern Washington while I was at Montana. That's the same conference, Eastern Washington. So like we didn't have no big names other than Dame Lillard, but we had, you're gonna have guys flirt with the league everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of when you Division I, you're gonna have everybody gonna flirt with the league a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we had a lot of those guys that got workouts and stuff like that with the league. But Will Cherry, the only one that I think stuck. Dame. So
yeah, of course, Dame. Did y'all make any? Did y'all have like an NCAA run, or y'all always fell short?
Nah, we always my freshman year, not my freshman year, my junior year, we made it to the conference tournament and lost right away. My senior year, we didn't even make it to the conference tournament. Like we found out we didn't make it. We're when you come in the locker room at that like 5-minute mark, when you say the starters who you hold, that's when we find out. Which our coach shouldn't have told us that.
Yeah, because it
just
kind of broke y'all's spirit for that game, right? Kind of.
We ended up losing by like 30. We didn't even want to hoop. I know I didn't.
Yeah.
This is the last game of my college career. You know what I'm saying? We going into the game thinking like this is a must win in order for us to go to the. So we locked in, and he tell us that. I'm like, man, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. This is what I started thinking about. Spring break was that coming week. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm going home. Forget this game. I want to know if I could fly from Sacramento to the crib. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go back to Montana.
Type shit, yeah. So you graduate, you have a nice career at Montana State. You get them awards, you fall short, but now you done with college. Are you thinking like, man, listen, I want to get an NBA workout? Do you go overseas right away? What's your next step in Montana?
So I kind of was just like, I didn't force anything. I kind of was just seeing what was like my coach, one of my coaches there, he played professional for like 15 years in different countries. So he put us on with his agent right away. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even had to worry about finding agents, and he was legit. You You know what I'm saying? That's half the battle, finding a legit agent. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So the agent Robert Stanley, he was my coach agent for multiple years. So Robert, he was hitting me. He like, man, we're gonna try to get you to some camps. You know what I'm saying? A few teams passed on you. So that was kind of getting my spirits down. Then I had a whole bunch of stuff going on where just like dealing with a lot of stuff at that time too. Where I didn't even know if I was gonna hoop. I ended up losing my scholarship because I was going home too many times. Some other personal stuff was going on. So I'm like, man, I don't even know what's gonna happen with me. So I ended up getting in the gym real tough. You know what I'm saying? Got in the gym real tough. Then I went to a camp in Vegas. It was a invite only where they do a draft. I was like the third to last pick of the draft. You know what I'm saying? So I barely made it in the camp. But when I went to the camp, I showed out. You know what I'm saying? So like I was so they had me at a like a tweener, you know what I'm saying? Like you do 4 out 1 in anyway. You know what I'm saying? But one game I had a smaller cat on me and I kept posting him up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's a lot of attention that I was able to post him like that. Like, and when I mean small, like we was like the same height. But you know what I'm saying? I really had a post game too, to where you got to be like 6'8". You know what I'm saying? You my height, I'm gonna abuse you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just being real. That's just how I played. But that caught a lot of eyes. So I go back. I go home after that. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back to Milwaukee. My agent hit me like, boom, it's a team in Norway. They want to sign the contract. Woody woo woo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? So I signed it. You know, mom's happy. I go out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure people probably told you. Sometimes overseas is really, really tough. You know what I'm saying? Really, really tough. Depending on where you at and how bad you want it and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I didn't want it. It just was tough. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because the program I played with in Norway, it was only like 3 adults and everybody else was high schoolers. And even adults, it was 2 of them that was married and one was like 20. I was like 23. You know what I'm saying? All the rest of them like 17, 18. They still in high school. So I spent a lot of time alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of time alone to the point where the town I was in was a little town for old retired people. Nice, beautiful place, but I would have to catch the train and do all type of stuff just to go to downtown Oslo, which was like an hour and 15-minute ride. And I'm in another country. I'm not finna do all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm living on top of our arena where we played at, but we didn't have 24-hour gym access. I pretty much had from 3 o'clock to 7 and use the gym, but practice was from 5 to 7. You know what I'm saying? So I go in. I'm waking up at 2 because I'm staying up to talk to people in the States. You know what I'm saying? So I'm up at 1, 2 in the morning. It's 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee. So I'm staying up late. I never adjusted to the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I bought like some Z-Quil and they type of Z-Quil just to take on the day before the game to go to sleep at a proper time. You know what I'm saying? Like it was tough like that. I'm cooking for myself. I ain't really know how to cook like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was real tough. You know, the hooping was good though. Like people ask me all the time, like, why you only play 1 year? It's all because of me. The hooping, I averaged 19 and 10 down there. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I think that's where some people get it. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wanted me. No, that wasn't the thing. It just I came. So after the season, right? I told you I averaged 19 and 10. We lose in the championship. I had like 29 in the championship. So now in Norway, I didn't spend no money. None. And I didn't have that much. I only got like $22,000. It wasn't a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was like a starter league.
Shit, for a
You know?
23-year-old, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, what though? 23-year-old, 23, 22,000?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know.
The most money I ever had in my life. So, like, I spent some, don't get me wrong, because I was able to come home. Dog, and a lot of places do this. So I was able, they took a 2 week break in the middle of the league, and I was able to come home. So when I came back the first time, I came back with like 12 bands. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot make this up, bro. In 2 weeks, I probably spent maybe like
11.
6 or 7.
Oh,
I spent a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? And I had shit to show. I gave mom some money. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Buying bottles at no tail, all type of crazy ass shit. Going to Pato, getting hotels. Just thinking I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? So I go back to Norway, finish the year. I come back with like another 10. You know what I'm saying? No, I wouldn't. The first time it was like 10, 11. The second time it was like 8 or 9. Because I did spend some money out there just like on fast food sometimes or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Groceries and stuff like that. But the majority of my money I was coming back with. So when I came back then, that's when shit got real. You know what I'm saying? I really was partying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't touch a basketball in like 2 months, nothing. So my agent finally hit me like, hey, I need you to go to Chicago for a workout in front of a coach from Slovakia. So I'm like, damn, I ain't really in shape to be going. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really just go out there out of shape and eye test. You know, they do eye tests. If you don't even look the part, you might as well turn around. So he like, man, you ain't serious about this. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow that to happen. You call me when you ready. I'm like, all right, bet. You know, my whole life, I'm bet everything gonna work its way out. You know what I'm saying? Everything is gonna work itself out. So I'm still kicking it, partying, everything. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I probably got 1,200 left. I'm probably 25 pounds overweight. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, damn, now I need money. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, and I'm trying to work out, so I end up getting a job. But in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna go back. But then I'm about to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? So then next thing you know, it's 3 years that I'm passed. You know what I'm saying? And it happened just like that. You know, I never forget I played all county one time. This was the first year I came back from Norway. I'm playing all county and I gained weight. You know what I'm saying? I go to all county, Draylon, like, hey, come here. Draylon, like, bro, you gotta treat this shit like a job, bro. You bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He like, you can't allow that to happen. He like, just like you'll go to work for 8 hours, you got to put that into your workouts. You know what I'm saying? He like, that's lifting weights, conditioning, getting shots. He like, you got to treat it like a job, and that's one thing I never did. Like my whole not my whole basketball career. Like I'm gonna be honest, people probably think like people got different opinions on things. The worst thing that happened in my basketball career is I started smoking weed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was the worst thing that happened to my basketball career because once I started smoking weed, is everything a party. You know what I'm saying? Basketball gonna be there. That was the last thing I was worrying about. Like, I'm talented. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get it done. I'm trying to party. You know what I'm saying? And every level I played at, I got in trouble with weed some sort of way. In high school, it just came out that I was smoking. I ain't necessarily getting in trouble because I wasn't that deep in it. JUCO, I probably failed thought like 6 drug tests. Like nothing never happened. I never got suspended. At Montana State, I got suspended. You know what I'm saying? In Norway, though, I didn't smoke. You know what I'm saying? The whole time in Norway, I really didn't smoke. That was like the first drug test I ever passed that like it was my peak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I am though, I'm super content with my basketball career I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, things could have went different, but I'm super content. Like, everything I wanted to do, I did, other than go to the NBA or go to an NCAA tournament. And I had a try at both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a chance to do both. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I played professional. I went to another country. I would have wanted to play a lot more. You know, I wanted to do more for my family, but I'm more of a cup is half full versus half empty type of thing. You know,
Yeah.
type of guy. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm super content. You know what I'm saying? I got records that still ain't been broke that going on 15 years old, which it probably do get broke this year. Like coming the all-time leading scorer at Wisco, Con Knipple will probably break it. You know
Oh,
what I'm
his
saying?
son.
His son,
His
yeah, his
son,
son probably.
yes.
He
Yeah.
just, he top 50 in the country. I just seen a ranking today on ESPN,
He
top
50.
50.
Oh,
He's
50.
number
Man, them
Super
Knipple.
60. He's number 50.
Yeah.
Con like that.
Man, and for the people that don't know, little bro, say it one more again, man. You got what record at what school? Come on, man.
So I got the all-time leading scorer at Wisconsin Lutheran. It's like 1,620 points. And I got the all-time leading rebounder. I got like 800 rebounds total. You know what I'm saying? So I'm number one in both of those spots.
Oh, that's dope, bro. And
Yeah.
you graduated not long as me, not long ago as me,
Yeah. But I
but
graduated 12 years ago.
that's what I'm saying. So for
Yeah,
you to still
12
have
years.
that record, that's dope. And even if the young Con Knipple beat it, man, you had a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
run,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Yeah, if Khan beat it, you know what I'm saying? Top 50 in the nation beat it. He's supposed to. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm
That's what
saying?
he's
Yeah.
supposed to do. Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Now,
like I said,
no, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry to
no,
cut
you
you.
go. That's all I was saying.
No, yeah, I was about to say now, if he come close to beating it, would you think you would attend that game? Like if he like
Yeah, yeah,
17
yeah,
points
yeah.
shy or something?
I'll attend it. Like I'll take a picture with him all that. Cause
That-
I'm cool with the Knipple family. You know what I'm saying? The Knipple family as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Not just Khan. The whole Knipple family, you know, they through the Lutheran system, you know what I'm saying? So I've been kind of knew them, but I attend to the game because I still go to probably 3 or 4 Wisconsin Lutheran games a year.
That's
You know what
dope.
I'm saying? I'm always gonna speak good about them because they're my people. You know what I'm saying? They real life my people. So
Yeah. Damn, Flav, man. Just just going back from the beginning, to how your basketball career ended, bro. Like, I just remember just and I still hear good things about you, but I just wish it would have went longer. We all, like I
yeah,
said, like
definitely.
we all went through our shit, man, and things,
Yeah,
but yours, it ain't too many. You hearing it from my mouth, bro. It ain't too
yeah,
many people career that I wanted to see. But yours is
yeah,
one of the ones I want to see, bro. Like, damn,
yeah,
I would have loved to see Flav in the top league overseas, or you know what I'm saying, 6-figure,
yeah,
playing in
definitely.
TBT. Come on, dog.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, man, I be thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, I really don't want to beat myself up on, but I do be like, it be times, man, I be looking like, man, I was having my way out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I really
Big
do.
Flav.
You know what I'm
Big
saying? Really be
Flav.
way. I
Yeah.
be having my way, but you know what I'm saying? I pass that down to nephew now, man. Let nephew have his way out here.
And
You
he
know,
having his way. He
yeah,
having his way.
nephew be having his way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, but now before I let you go though, bro, I gotta, me. Come on now. If you be watching the Barcode podcast, I gotta put you on the spot, bro, and ask you a question before I let you go, bro. So you consider yourself a small forward or a point forward? I like that. Would you
A
consider?
point forward.
Okay, a point forward. So my era is power forward, but you gonna understand what
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah.
Yeah, name me top five that you can think of that you probably seen or heard of. Name me top five power forwards from the city all time.
Oh, that's a top five power forwards. From the city of Wisconsin.
From the city. From the city,
From the
Milwaukee.
city.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to think.
I could throw some names out there.
Throw me out some names. Throw me out some names.
Man, you got Torrey Johnson, you got Marcus
Oh,
Landry, Carl Landry.
Toe. Oh yeah. Keep name. Toe for show in there.
Toe
I'm
for
gonna go
sure.
Marcus in there. People gonna crucify me. Here's why I'm not adding Carl in there.
Okay.
I never really saw Carl. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that be my biggest thing is I'll study my history on Milwaukee, but I don't want to speak on nobody I don't know. You know what I'm
I
saying?
take that.
So I'm gonna go Tory. I'm gonna go Marcus. Name some more.
You got some people in your era? Or that was the Flav show.
That was man. Listen, I got somebody from the state. That's why I said I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, well, talk to me, man. Let me just hear your five. Go ahead. Let me hear your five.
I go Toe. I go Marcus. I'm going Jerron Mayman. I'm going Jerron Mayman. Jerron might be one of the coldest people that I watched play from the state. I ain't gonna lie. Jerron was like that. We went to a Baylor elite camp once, me and him. Big Tweez went, Montrell Clark went, Free Trail. It was a few of us. But me and Jerron told it, like, dog, I asked Jerron, offered us right then and there. Me and Jerron. Scott Drew, on my life, offered us right then and there. We went on the tear. But Jerron really the one that went on the tear.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm called dog cold. You know what I'm saying? He was cold. I'm gonna tell you another one who people say we played just alike.
Mm-hmm.
Just alike. Marv.
You know that's little bro, man.
Yeah.
Marvin Fitzgerald, for y'all that don't know. I think he called himself Big Bear now.
Yeah.
Big Bear the Flair.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Big Bear, he was like that. I ain't gonna lie. We played just alike. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could shoot a little better than me, but I probably had a little more better penetration than him. You know what I'm saying? But he could shoot. I'm going Marv. Man, and I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna go somebody from my era, man. Big Damo Williams. A lot of people don't like. He ain't played nowhere like that, but Damo was cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing him on an honorable mention. Quevin was nice. I'll throw Quevin in there. Quevin probably my fifth. You know what I'm saying? One thing I did want to do, man. I want to give the people in my era a look because you know what I'm saying. Here's why.
Talk to me.
Sometimes I think when different eras, like y'all era, y'all are the main ones that really discuss the history of Milwaukee basketball. Your era real heavy on that. And y'all know y'all players so deep that I feel like in the younger generations, if you not top 5 or 6, we don't even know you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes y'all be like, not y'all era name players. And I'd be like, man, they really had a mediocre career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all know who the Pre and the GB, the Boo, the Corey, DJ. We ain't talking about them. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes they can be like, oh, so and so. I don't want to state no names. Like, dude, career really was mediocre. Like Dog, you know what I'm saying? Dog from my era had a career just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it just be the era. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell you, it's certain people. Troy Huff, he never get mentioned. You know what I'm saying? I seen Troy Huff tear Division 1 down, not just Big Sky Division 1. Like he hit Wisconsin for like 20 something before. You know what I'm saying? Chim Kadima, solid career. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like Quevin, solid career. You know what I'm saying? Went Division 1 3 out of the 4 years. Uh, like it be other people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't necessarily saying that they better than anybody, but I ain't necessarily saying that they weaker than them either. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I
Hmm.
think that's where it come to with the one person that try and big ups to him. I know he be catching a lot of backlash for the stuff he say, but Charles Chuck, he really try to not forget about our era. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do respect about Chuck is he gonna mention the OGs, but he also gonna mention our era too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because Chuck, you know what I'm saying? When a lot of these rankings come back, man, it's certain things, man, that like people be like, "Hey, you mad?" Like, no, I'm not mad. You know, and here's why I'm not mad because when you confident in the career you had, you ain't got time to be going back and forth with nobody about what you did.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
and that's the thing. And I don't know cocky shit. If you really want to know about what I did, Google. It'll tell you everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Literally everything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't have to say nothing. And it ain't a lot of people in Milwaukee where you could just Google and don't have to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the most humble people, and he'll tell you to this day. I always say it to him, dog. K. Lou humble as fuck.
Very humble.
Humble as fuck. And he with his accolades and stuff, he could be one of the most cockiest people ever. You know what I'm saying? He's super like when people be doing all the ranking and talk about this, that, and another. I don't ever see Corey comment. He commented one time on one thing.
I
You know
remember
what I'm
seeing that
saying?
comment. It
He
was
only
that Chris
comment.
McHenry comment, wasn't it? Or no?
Yup. Yeah. Yup. No. I think
It wasn't that. Oh
it
my
wasn't
bad.
Chris. It was no. It wasn't his comment. It was about like Lance Stevenson killing Pius or something like that. I
Oh,
don't know who said it. And he like, nah, nobody, you know what I'm saying? He just cleared his name. You know what I'm saying? But anything else, you never see Corey comment on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like one time I made a post. This was like 2 years ago, man. Cause it was a whole lot of Corey just, oh, Corey wasn't like that, Corey this, Corey that. Man, y'all wait to 2020 to say Corey ain't like that.
2020. Like, I mean,
Y'all wait
2022,
bro,
whatever. Yeah,
nigga,
that's what I'm saying. So,
2000. He been the man since 2000. And y'all wait till 2020 till we 30, 40 years old to say, oh, K. Lou wasn't like that. Come on now.
man,
You
you
know what I'm
know,
saying? That'd be my biggest thing, just how people be trying to knock people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm
it
already
all
knowing.
up because me personally, I'm gonna tell you another part. It's a few cats. Lil Danny, I don't think he get the credit he get.
Look,
You know what
Danny,
I'm saying?
nice.
Lil Danny was nice. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't too many people that was really seeing Lil Danny. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
Danny. What about Bird?
Bird, Bird was nice. You know what I'm saying? Bird was nice. Dog, Rentez was nice.
Can't forget about my
Rentez was
dog.
nice. Y'all, Rentez was more like when you know how you just got that person that you know you got to come with it because he gonna come with it. That was Rentez. You know what I'm saying? Rentez came with it. He was like that too. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying, dude? If bro don't go to jail, he D1 all the way.
Easy.
Facts. If he don't go to jail, he D1 all the way. You know what I'm saying? He already killed Marshalltown. You know what I'm saying? He was at Marshalltown putting on the show. You know what I'm saying? Come catch the case, whatever. But he was gonna go D1 if he ain't and catch that trouble. Who else? Man, Cree was nice. Cree went to Iowa, like his high school years, but Cree from Milwaukee. He played AAU with the Scholars, but he ended up moving to Iowa because he had some, life situations. But Cree was nice like that.
Montez.
Montez, yeah, that was bro. Montez, bro, pretty much in high school, he had some stuff happen where, he kind of stopped hooping. But bro, really the one that hoop all day long, that was bro on my life. We ain't got time for nothing else but the hoop. Bro really, he was with that hooping. Yeah, man. So I feel like that 09, 10, 11, you know what I'm saying? Like we had some people. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We had some people.
And I thank you for shining a light on that. You know what I'm saying? Because
I just want to.
Yeah, you got to think about it though. Around that time, what 09? I'm fresh from college. I'm partying while y'all in college.
College,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did
because I know what you mean. It's a period from like 11, 12, 13, 14. I really don't know. It be people like I'm like, dog, what school dude go to? He oversees hooping. I'm like, I ain't know nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gone at school. Like when I came back, it was like D-Tay them. Destiny had just won. You know what I'm saying? With Cam them, like they was in high school. What's dude name that went to Vincent, a lefty, Andrew Lewis? That ain't his name, is it? Andrew Lewis? He went to Vincent. Oh, yeah. But like Man and Rock them son, they was like juniors and seniors in high school.
Oh, see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's when I started back watching high school basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I watched
so
I'm
one time. Knowing. But then, like I said, bro, that's what y'all saw. You know what I'm saying? You only gonna vouch on what you saw. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, man, like I said, man, Flav, I appreciate you taking the time out, bro, because I know you got the family, you got the dog.
Yeah.
Taking the time out, coming to the Barcode podcast means a lot. You my little brother. If I ain't mistaken, you might be the youngest person I interviewed so far. Yeah, you are, Flav.
Probably, yeah. That's
you're the youngest. You're the youngest. So thank you, bro. Scholar for life too, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Scholar for life. You already know it.
Yep. I appreciate you, dog, and I'm gonna let you go. And we're gonna stay in contact, man. And if you ever come out west, I'm in AZ. Pull up, man. You already know you grown now.
Yeah. Love, bro.
Love.
Just touched down, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my bitch to strike a pose. Hop in mode.